He didn't expect me to smile. Not when he reached out to touch me one last time. But I did. Calm, steady, because that was the moment he realized I wasn't scared anymore. And worse for him, I had a plan, one he was already caught in. Let me tell you how I vanished in the dead of night and took my power back. 3 months earlier, I ran. It was 2:07 a.m. when I grabbed a single suitcase, 2 toothbrushes, forged ID documents in a battered folder, and my kids, barefoot, half asleep, still in their pajamas. No goodbye, no warning. Just a full tank of gas and a dead phone. We drove until the roads turned to gravel and the sky behind us turned to fire orange. We stopped in a town no one ever talks about. The kind of place where no one asks who you used to be. We rented a tiny cabin behind a diner. The owner looked me over when I said my husband was dead. She didn't buy it, but she didn't push. I enrolled the kids in school, took a job cleaning motel rooms, kept my eyes low and my head down. For a little while, we breathed again. I thought maybe, just maybe, we were safe, until the air changed. It wasn't a noise, not a shape. Just a weight, a shift, like even the trees had gone still. That's when I saw it, a black SUV parked across from the diner. Same make, same dent in the hood, same out-of-state plates. I didn't panic. I placed the rag down, walked into the kitchen, and threw up in the sink. Then I looked in the mirror. Cold water, deep breath. You knew this would happen, I whispered. And I had, because I planned for it. He knocked that night. 3 slow knocks, heavy, like a sentence. I opened the door just enough for him to see me. I found you, he said. No anger, no smile. Just that hollow void he always carried behind his eyes. I opened the door a little wider. I know, I've been expecting you. The first time he ever hit me, he cried, said I made him feel small, that my tone was the problem. He twisted the story so many times it choked the truth right out of me. Years passed. He took everything, my voice, my family, my freedom. The bruises would fade, but the silence stayed. I stayed too, for the kids, for the illusion, for the lies I told myself. He's not always like this. Until I woke one night to my daughter crying, and I saw his shadow standing in her doorway. He hadn't touched her, yet. But I knew the next time, he would. That night changed everything. I spent months quietly building an escape. I hid cash in tampon boxes, stashed burner phones, connected with women online who knew how to disappear. One sent me forged IDs inside a Bible case. I memorized custody laws, understood exactly what parental kidnapping meant. I wasn't just running. I was erasing us. Now, back to that night. He walked in like he still owned the air I breathed, sat down like nothing had happened, looked at the kids like lost property. They didn't move. They stood behind me. I just want to talk, he said. I nodded. Then talk. But he didn't. He threatened. Quietly, like always. If you don't come back, I'll go to the police. Say you kidnapped them. I smiled. I hope you do. Then I pulled the folder from the drawer. Inside, photos of bruises, therapist reports, statements from neighbors, school records, an emergency custody order signed by a judge. A sealed arrest warrant, triggered the moment he crossed the county line. I slid it across the table. He didn't touch it. He just stared. Then, like muscle memory, he jumped to his feet. Too fast, too familiar, but I didn't move. This time I stepped closer and whispered, "You don't control anything anymore." I had set this trap weeks ago. The diner owner had a cousin in law enforcement. I told her everything. She believed me. Helped me seal the court documents, waiting for the day he showed up. I left him breadcrumbs, trails he couldn't resist, an old email left logged in, a slip of location info on purpose. Now, he was exactly where I needed him. 5 minutes later, the knock came. 2 deputies, guns drawn. They read him his rights. He didn't go quietly. He screamed, called me a liar, a kidnapper, said I was evil, but I stood still. Didn't flinch. held my kids, watched him get dragged away like the coward he always was. The town didn't ask questions. They brought food, left casseroles, paid rent. The sheriff shook my hand. "Next time, call sooner," he said. I nodded. There won't be a next time. I still check the locks, still freeze at the crunch of gravel, but I sleep. Maybe not deeply, but honestly. My kids laugh now. Loud. They don't ask about him, and I don't offer. He thought he could break me. He didn't understand. You can't break a woman who already rebuilt herself. In secret, piece by piece,